Okay, so we're back again for part 2. I'm not sure about that though. Like, because I know that my effect activates at attack declaration. Okay. Me too. But I don't know if a replay would occur because the effect activates at attack declaration when this card attacks. That's what it says. Shuffle your into the deck, and if you do, this card gains 4,000 attack. So I believe damage calculation comes at the very end of the attack process. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think when Gabriel effect happens, a replay occurs, but not sure. I might have to actually look up what happens when a replay occurs. Now, I know, for example, if he has a face-down card and it summons monsters to his field, a replay occurs, and then I can designate a new target to attack because the monster numbers have changed. And that's what I'm thinking happens here, is that the monster numbers change because of my effect that activates when I attack it. So therefore, So I'm not sure if he left a duel on purpose or if his game is lagging and there's an internet disconnection or something of that sort. But nevertheless, so in my hand we have the other card is this one, Ultimate Sacrifice, which says when you take damage, or if King of Kings, Lord of Lords, which representation of Jesus kind of in a card form, you can discard this card. Okay, so whether I take damage of any kind, or if King of Kings is in my graveyard at any point, I can discard this card, and I would not take any kind of damage. So the second effect is a continuous effect, which is why I said it. If this card is in the graveyard or banished, you take no damage whatsoever. And if your opponent removes it from the graveyard, they take 6,000 points of damage. So it's huge if they decide they want to try to remove it. The other card that's huge is this one, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, which says that this card cannot be tributed, synced, linked, fused with, or anything, because I got sick and tired of that stupid so I don't want to attack him anymore, so I'm just going to move that to defense. Okay. And now comes the big boy. So we're going to send you to the graveyard as tribute cost for dun, 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 King of Kings, Lord of Lords, which basically does the following. It cannot be affected by anything. It can't be tributed, linked, synced, because as I said, I'm tired of seeing Super Poly use my cards. So that's why I put that effect in it. Secondly, at every one of my standby phases, this card gains 10,000 life points. I mean, attack points. The other effects is it cannot be special summoned by my opponent. If this card is attacked by something higher, I take no damage. And another one is if my opponent controls 4 or more monsters at any point during the duel, I can special summon this from my hand. And the last effect on him is if he's special summoned using Divine Resurrection, I win duel. So, right now, we are simply going to... how do I want to do this? How do I want to do if my computer would stop lagging, I actually think it's the site that lags. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually activate this. Okay. And I'm going to draw 7. Okay, and now pot of greed. Yes, yes, a godly pot of greed. So I have. Let's see what's on the field right now. So I need divine resurrection. Okay, and another thing I need is that equip card for my guy. So right now I'm going to go to in phase. I'm gonna drop You Lift Me Up. I'm gonna drop the stealing card. I'm gonna drop Gabriel to the graveyard. I'm gonna drop Michael the Archangel to the graveyard. I'm gonna drop Michael the Archangel to the graveyard. And I'm gonna drop a Divine Resurrection to the graveyard. And now my turn is done. Okay, so King's during every standby phase. So that would actually be his standby phase too. And this is going to get powerful very freaking quick. Because it's already up to 10,000. It is going to be a massive boy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this, declare this, and I'm going to reshuffle you, 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 uh, you, 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 and you to the top of my deck. Okay, so I'm shuffling everything to the top of my deck. I'm going to shuffle, and now I'm going to draw. So I have some of the pieces. Okay, so this is now 20,000 attack. Okay, so if he gets hit with that, he's doomed. Right now he's at 7 life points though. So now I'm going to drop this. Another pot of draw 7. Perfect. I think I got it. Yes. Awesome. Got what I need. All right. So now this is the one we're going to activate. Okay. We're going to equip it to Lord of Lords. And basically what happens is I equip it, and during damage calculation, right, destroy the monster that it battles with, any monster that battles with it. And if you do, send King of King, Lord of Lords to the graveyard at the end phase. Okay. So now what we're going to, and that's key important because of the other card this card, Divine Resurrection. We need that in order to destroy. So now we declare this. Okay. He goes to the graveyard. And so does this. And now I need to discard cards because of the draw I have. So we're going to send more cards to the graveyard. We're going to send you to the graveyard. Okay. Hey, get in the graveyard. Stop being stubborn. Okay, there we. Come on, more. Yeah, this is the unfortunate part of that. So send these to the graveyard. And the only other thing I really need. Okay, so wait a minute here. When you take damage, or if King's is in your graveyard. Okay, so I'm going to now declare ultimate sacrifice